And I'm live. All right. What's going on, guys? Um, my name is Ricky. Welcome to the channel. First live stream ever. Um, name of the channel, America First. F the rest. I'll let you guys figure out what the F stands for. You guys can use your own judgment. Little about me. Three-time Trump supporter. Voted for him all three elections. Thought that it was the right answer, thought he was going to make a difference. Still think he was a better option than voting in Kamala Harris. But this administration has completely lost me. It started with the Epstein files. I don't even know what to say about the Epstein files. I feel like we're beating a dead horse. We're never going to get them. I don't know if it's because Trump's implicated in them, if it's because a foreign government, foreign intelligence agency is holding stuff over his head. I don't know what it is, but regardless, we're never getting them. The administration that ran on transparency has botched everything. It went from the Epstein files to the shooting at Brown that made absolutely no sense. Kash Patel dropped the bomb again, or dropped the ball again. Why he's still in office, I have no idea. Dan Bongino, an absolute joke. And if you guys are wondering why Bongino is back on the internet, it's because they know the best way to use Bongino is to use his voice. And the MAGA movement is hemorrhaging right now. And it's hemorrhaging to the America First movement, which is 100% what this country needs. This administration is I'm completely done. And the icing on the cake was the killing of Charlie Kirk. We are 100% being lied to about it. I don't care if you believe Candace. I don't care if you believe Baron Coleman. I don't care if you believe Ian Carroll. All of these guys are doing phenomenal work. All of them. But the one thing that all of us can say for sure is that Charlie was not shot with a 30-06. Tyler Robinson probably didn't do it. And we are being lied to about the entire thing. In what world do you pave over a crime scene within 48 hours? If that doesn't tell you everything that you need to know, then I don't know what to tell you. These people that are running counter narratives on the internet, Paramount Tactical, all these guys, everybody attacking Candace Owens, everybody attacking Ian. These are the only people that are doing real research into what's going on. I don't know if the American public is so entrenched in the left-right argument that they're blind to everything else, or cognitive dissonance. You know what I mean? They'd rather have blinders on. But people really need to start paying attention to what's going on around them. We are being lied to about Charlie Kirk. Everything that Turning Point USA is doing right now is so unbelievably shady. And that'll be for a whole nother live stream. After what happened yesterday in Minneapolis, I needed to get on here, right? Because, like I said, I was a Trump supporter. I voted for strong borders and deportations. I didn't vote for untrained ICE agents who don't know what they're doing, that have no training in crowd control, killing American citizens for protesting. And you can call me a lib, you can call me a Democrat, you can call me a shill. I don't really care what you call me. The fact is that what's going on in Minneapolis is out of control. And it's out of control because the government is allowing it to be out of control. It is the government that is doing this. The Trump administration 100% is at fault for everything that's going on, and the Trump administration has blood on their hands for the 2 people that died. I'm going to pull up breaking points. And he did some great coverage on the shooting in Minneapolis, and we are going to watch that. We're going to watch the angles, and you guys can decide whether or not you think an ICU surgeon that worked at the VA, who was on the ground, had over 6 officers on him, was visibly disarmed, and shot after he was disarmed, if that was a good shoot. So let me pull up Ryan. We'll watch this video. And here we go.
Federal immigration officials have killed a second person in Minneapolis. Footage is circulating on social media. Through our tip line at Dropsite News, we obtained footage of it from the perspective of what appears to be the woman in pink who's filming it from the sidewalk. We want to show you that harrowing footage here. Viewer discretion is advised. And then after this, we're going to go through what DHS has said about the killing, and we're going to show other video perspectives of it. Let's roll this here.
Go.
There he is in the middle of the street. He's got a phone in his hand.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
ICE agent pushes over a woman. He goes to help her. Still getting pepper sprayed. Now he gets ripped off the woman that he's trying to help.
What the fuck, people?
There's
What
1,
fuck is
2,
wrong with
3,
you?
4, 5,
Honestly.
6, 7 ICE agents over there. He is on the ground on all fours. Shots ring out.
What did you just do? What the fuck?
They executed that man in the middle of the street.
What the fuck?
Federal immigration officials in Minneapolis have shot and killed a second person. It is January 24th. a Saturday. And I'm going to start here with the statement from the Department of Homeland Security, and then we're going to run through some of the footage so you can determine for yourself, how close to reality the statement that government officials released matches what actually happened. So let me put this up here. So this is from Fox News, which reports at 9:05 a.m. Central Time. This is the statement from DHS. As DHS law enforcement officers were conducting a targeted operation in Minneapolis against an illegal alien wanted for violent assault, an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, seen here. The officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the armed suspect violently resisted. More details on the armed struggle are forthcoming. Indeed, they are.
Okay. Now, when we watch the second clip, we're going to see that he never reached for his gun. He never had the opportunity to reach for his gun. He was disarmed, and you see the officer walking away with the gun in his hand, and then he is shot.
Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics on the scene immediately delivered medical aid to the subject, but the subject was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect also had 2 magazines and no ID. This looks like a situation where an individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement. About 200 rioters arrived at the scene and began to obstruct and assault.
Do maximum damage and execute officers? Like, you want to talk about Fed slop narratives? It's all on camera. We can see everything that happened. There are camera angles everywhere. Everybody had their phones out. The guy was disarmed. You're allowed to carry in Minneapolis. And they killed him after he was disarmed. So let's go back to Breaking Point's coverage of this, and we will continue watching it.
Law enforcement on the scene. Crowd control measures were deployed for the safety of the public and law enforcement. This situation is evolving, and more information is forthcoming. Okay, so let's take a look at what we know. So according to DHS, the person approached with a weapon. Let me pull up video that we now have that precedes the killing. All right. So it's not easy to tell, but if you look here, you can see that this is the same kind of backdrop to the killing that you're going to see later. This red building here. This is from a vehicle.
They doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the actual killing itself. I want to show you a different video first. Hold on.
Just so you guys know, I am not a fan of Breaking Points. I am not a fan of their coverage of politics. Not a fan of Sauger, Crystal, Ryan, and I forgot the other girl's name, honestly. But Ryan had the best coverage of this that I've seen so far. So that's the reason I'm playing it.
Okay. Okay. Here is footage that was taken by a passerby before the altercation. This also tracks the beginning of the altercation. Okay, there. This is allegedly the man who soon after this will be killed. So he is filming the officers. You can see he's stepping back. Now the officer is kind of pushing him back. He's going back. In his hand, you can see a phone. According to DHS, this man approached officers with a 9mm. He's now looking back to make sure he doesn't slip on ice. Concerned for his safety. His life is about to be ended. And so immediately we see that no, this man was not any target of any enforcement operation. He was somebody there to observe what law enforcement was doing, and he did not have a 9mm. There's his second hand. Do you see his second hand there? No gun in the second hand. No gun in his left hand, and a phone in his right hand. Now, let's move to let's move to video of the killing.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know.
Okay, so right here we can see that he is down on all fours. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 that I can count right now. ICE agents. Right there. The gentleman on the left in the gray coat pulled the man's firearm and is walking away with it right now. So right now this man is disarmed.
Oh shit! What the fuck? They killed him? Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Not again! Are you fucking kidding me? That guy's dead.
So this man has been pronounced dead. He was pronounced dead on the scene. Now I'm going to play for you the key moment that where DHS is saying that the man was armed and was attacking officers. You're going to see. Well, let's just let you see for yourself what you make of that claim.
That the administration is feeding this line of bullshit to us.
Okay, we can run this a few times.
And half the country is
eating a close look at it. In that
right there, you could see this guy in the gray pulled his firearm from him and has it in his right hand.
Officer's right hand, you can see the gun right there. So he has pulled the gun at this point from the man's waistband. It is legal to carry a firearm in Minneapolis, by the way. So there he is. So they pull it out. He has not yet been shot. He is on his knees, He is on his hands and knees, surrounded by my count, 8 officers. At least 8. 8 you can see. Let's watch it one more time. So he pulls that out. So at this point, this man is unarmed. If they plan to effect some sort of arrest here, it's unclear what he did. You saw him, he was just filming the officers, and then they kind of push him down to the ground. He did, it seems like, struggle on the ground, but why they were pushing him to the ground in the first place is not at all obvious. There's nothing illegal about filming officers.
Nope.
Nothing illegal about having a firearm with you.
Nope.
So they take the firearm from him. And it's after that that you see the shots fired. So according to the Minneapolis Tribune, phones were being confiscated, and some, or according to people who were on the scene, police were trying to confiscate, or not police, but federal immigration officials were trying to confiscate phones, and that some witnesses were taken into custody. This is a developing story. We're going to learn a lot more about who this man is, who was just executed. We're going to learn about who the shooter was. We're going to hopefully get video from the woman in pink. If you scroll.
You guys want to know who the shooter was? Let me show you who the shooter was. Hold on. Let me show you who the shooter was. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me get out of this. Let me share screen. Share.
Terrence Lee Randolph, March 30th, 1947, December 10th, 2024. Today we remember that freedom is not free. We have to work at it, nurture it, protect it, and even sacrifice for it. May we never forget and always remember our brothers and sisters who have served so that we may enjoy the gift of freedom. So in this moment, we remember and give thanks for their dedication and selfless service to our nation in the cause of our freedom. In this solemn hour, we render them our honor and our gratitude. Terrence.
That is who the ICE agent shot. That is who they executed on the street. Not somebody that was going there to cause mass casualties to federal immigration officials. An ICU surgeon that worked at the VA. So stop believing the lies and the Fed slop that is coming out of all the federal agencies right now and coming out of the administration, because it's all bullshit. That man didn't deserve to die. And unless the Trump administration drastically changes their tactics, they're going to have uprisings in every city in the country. And you know what? It's probably what they want. Because Trump always regretted letting the George Floyd riots happen. And this is his way of making up for it. And this is also a dry run for when our economy collapses, because we're on the way to that too. So when people go to the bank and they can't pull out money to go to the grocery store, and people are rioting in the streets, well, this is a good test for them, right? They're getting their reps in. I'm absolutely disgusted that I voted for Trump. I voted for strong borders. I voted for America first. I voted for transparency. I voted for the Epstein files being released. I would expect an honest investigation into what happened to Charlie Kirk. And we're getting none of it. Absolutely none of it. And I'm tired of it. And the MAGA movement is dead. There is no more MAGA movement. You have pushed the MAGA movement to America first or Israel first. Those are your choices. Because the American people are not coming first. And that is a fact. Guys, like, share, subscribe. Email me. My email's going across the screen. If you have anything you want me to talk about, anything you want me to cover. Sorry if this was a little shaky. This is the first time I've ever done this. I promise you I'll get a little bit better at it. A little more organized in my thoughts. I kind of did this on the fly. But I had to put it out there because what's going on isn't right. What's going on is very, very wrong. I supported deportations, but I didn't support the murder of American citizens. And I don't think either one of those people should have been killed. I really don't. They're hiring ICE agents, giving them a month and a half of training, putting them on the streets with loaded weapons, and they don't know what they're doing. And this is going to continue to happen until the Trump administration changes the way they are doing this, because this is not working, and it's only going to get worse. That's all I got for now, guys. Appreciate you watching.